What is up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Off the Cuff, in which we look at 5 fighters on one fight card, completely unscripted. We just give our opinions on 5 fighters that first come into mind. So let us get right into it with your number 5 choice. It is going to be... So in at number 5, the first fighter that we're going to look at is Dan the Villain Holt, currently 2-1 as an amateur fighter, over 10 years experience in kickboxing, and made the transition to MMA less than a year ago. He fights this weekend now against Salah Ayubi, and I think that matchup suits him to the car. It's a fighter who isn't as versed on the feet as he is, and I think Dan once again is going to be looking to make the statement and get back into the win column after a loss in his last fight. He's definitely one to watch on this card. He always brings it. If you look at his 2 finishes that he's had, one of them was on 2 hours notice, 2 weight classes above where he likes to fight at, and he looks to continue to do those things whenever those opportunities arise, as he's an extremely game fighter with a lot of talent as well. He is currently training out of Manchester Top Team, in which we've seen several prospects come out of there at the moment, and there's a lot of big names as well. Lerone Murphy, Kay Musa, Dakota Decheva, and I'm certain that Dan Holt will be looking to add his name to that list in time to come, alongside the plethora of amateur talent that is also there as well. So that is your number 5 choice, Dan Holt. As always, you can expect calculated violence with Dan, and that's what you're going to see on Saturday. Coming on to number 4 in no particular order, we're looking at Reed Rogers. At the moment, he's got several RNC wins. It looks as though his last 3 fights have all been won by the rare naked choke, and I'm sure he'll be looking to make it 4 when he fights an undefeated opponent as well in Macaulay Donnelly, another extremely talented opponent, and with that fight, it's one that can definitely make the fireworks that we'll all be looking for, and obviously a fight of the night contender in a great way for either man to really make his print on his division and make a statement, as both are sort of in the top 50 area and are now capable of pushing onto the top 30s. Reed Rogers is another fighter that's at Manchester Top Team at the moment, transitioned from a gym in Salford and came that way, and at the moment he's absolutely loving his time there. He feels a much more well-rounded fighter, and is obviously always focused on his growth and his progression as he is his opponents, and so far it's worked for him in every fight that he's had. So that is our number 4 choice, Reed Rogers. Make sure you don't miss his fight this weekend. He's coming for someone's neck, I'm sure, but who knows. Coming in at number 3, because I simply could not pick between the pair, is Nadine Abbott versus Hayley Heather in what is for the UKFC strawweight title. What we've seen from both fighters is a lot of talent in the fight so far. Obviously being from Ireland and then also being from Wales, it's hard to get matched, but they've been matched against each other, and it promises to be an amazing fight. Obviously, Nadine Abbott, she was your IMAS world champion, claiming the gold medal, and she is also, I believe, a silver medalist or bronze medalist as well in 2019. Then we have Hayley Heather, who's been able to beat anyone that she's faced as of now, about 1 opponent, and she shows the considerable improvements in each fight that she has. So it promises to be an extremely good title fight, and a great statement as well, because obviously it's a strawweight title, and the UKFC is quite a coveted title as well at this stage. So to get your hands on that belt's a big thing. And it looks as though we're either going to see the Irish takeover continue, or Hayley Heather's going to put a stop to that once more and try and show herself as why she's one of the best women in the division, and obviously climb those pound for pound rankings that do have on Tapology. Even if you don't believe in it, they're there, and I'm sure everyone wants to be number 1. So that is what she'll be looking to do. That is probably the most exciting fight for me this weekend. Let me know what your thoughts are on it and who you think is going to take the fight. Coming in at number 2, we're going to be looking at Christoph Grambo. Obviously, he's a completely undefeated fighter at the moment. His journey into MMA, he started out in a boxing gym in Gibraltar, came over to England, and he's been able to really find his craft from there. He's gone on to become a great grappler in all of his fights, alongside his quick hands, his good speed, and his great IQ in the cage as well. He promises to make fireworks and what does look as though it could be a title contender, to become the number 1 contender, or at least push you towards that trajectory of being in that fight. And that is what Christoph will be wanting 100%. He's a brilliant fighter, he's undefeated, he'll be looking to extend his winning streak as well, and really use this fight as a statement of victory for him and climb the rankings of his division, and sort of show why he can push on to be one of the number 1s in his division. So do not miss his fight this weekend. It's going to be a great one against a game opponent as well. It's all, anytime you've got a fighter training out of Knuckleheads MMA, you know you can always expect something good. They come over to win, and that is what they always look to do. So there you go. Do not miss Christoph Grambo's fight this weekend. In at number 1, we're going to be looking at Alex Holm. an undefeated fighter training out of Aspire MMA and 12 Gauge MMA as well. So far, this fight, Camby looks a completely different fighter. One of the things that he owes tribute to that is his S&C that he's been doing recently, and he does feel as though this is going to be the fight to make a statement and really push himself up the flyweight rankings, and even maybe earn himself a title shot at Shawan Chowdhury at the next UKFC card or UKFC card in the future, as that is what both men, I'm sure, will be looking to do, defend the belts, and then Alex will be looking to take the belt as well. So he's certainly a fighter not to miss this weekend. He always comes in and brings it. He likes to chase the finish, and he always does successfully so far. And obviously, another great prospect out of Aspire MMA, which seems to just be producing them left, right, and centre. So do not miss Alex Holm this weekend. He's an extremely talented fighter, whether it's on the ground or on the feet. He's explosive, he's quick, he likes the finish, as I've already said. So do not miss Alex Holm, because if you do, I'm sure you will regret it. So there you go, that's everything from me, completely unscripted, just going off the top of my head with 5 fighters that you need to watch out for on the card this weekend. Any questions, let me know. But I'm sure if you are needing fight tickets, some of the fighters will still have tickets, so be sure to reach out to those fighters if you are needing them. Or if you want the pay-per-view link, I'm sure you can go and check UKFC's page and it'll be there to find. Or you can check mine as well, combat.media.uk, and I will be more than happy to send you the link across. That is everything from me. Thank you for watching. Tune in for the next one.